Hello everybody, happy Sunday. I'm having a very casual laid-back Sunday, but I'm here to talk about Unfiltered, and I was really sad that she took, the last time I checked anyway, she took all her videos down that weren't from at least about a year ago. And that was her bread and butter too, okay guys, because she was making, I'm gonna say anywhere between 800 and 1500, we'll just go with like 800,000 a month, and she was working at Marshall's. So that would have been really decent, you know, pretty much evened out to what she would have needed, because I know she had to buy groceries and stuff, I'll give her credit for that, and she did a lot of grocery hauls. And she just got her cosmetology license, which she was talking about going to San Antonio and trying to move to Florida. And the personal issues she had with her husband or whatever, I'm not going to say that that stuff isn't going on. I don't know the whole truth with that. And sometimes she would say things that maybe were conflicting or didn't completely make sense. But I still was rooting for her, okay? Because I know she'd been living with her in-laws for about 10 years. And her boys especially, I know that she's probably doing everything she can for them to have a good life. So I really did want to see her succeed and win, so I think a lot of her fans are disappointed. And I know she did talk about mental health struggles, so I understand sometimes maybe you need to take a break, or she could have disabled comments, but for her to just like take everything down, I think was a big deal. But maybe she'll come back, we'll see, I don't know. But she was actually getting to a point where she was kind of at her peak, so it's sad to see somebody disappear that you felt like, you know, they were maybe starting to make progress on their, you know, medium-sized channel. So, and I will tell you that I know that today I'm not in the glam mode, okay? I do know that, but I had a moment here to talk about my opinion and views on it, because I was kind of in shock. I don't want to be rude to say that I think that she will be a train wreck forever, okay? But I do think sometimes the car troubles or different things she was talking about was definitely within the train wreck universe. Or, yeah. And I know we all have struggles and issues and challenges. And I never saw her, in my opinion, though, she was like, I'm not saying that I assumed that she was like always dry begging or doing things of that nature. But let's just say the fact that she maybe is trying to get on people's emotions and stuff. But I don't necessarily think that's wrong if you're honest about it. I don't know, but some people are kind of more prideful than others. It just depends. I think that's really up to you. I don't think, you know, nobody's forcing you to donate or help anybody if you don't want to. So, but if you choose to, I think you always have to accept that you're giving somebody the benefit of the doubt most of the time. Like, I had this homeless man years ago that I used to work with, and I felt bad for him. I felt like, I don't know how much of that was like him and how much of it was just life being unfair. But he did work at one of the companies I used to work at, and I said yes the first few times because I really do feel like he needed it, but I did say no the third time because I had my own stuff going on. But my point is that whether he was telling me the truth or not, in my heart, I felt like, okay, at least show this person compassion, and it wasn't impossible for me to do that at the time. But the me now may be a little bit more selective, just because, especially if I'm saving or I'm trying to, you know, I have my own car issues, which I could probably do a whole other video about that. But like I said, I just think if you choose to take the compassion road, just accept that it probably should be an amount that's more like a donation, because a lot of people in that situation probably can't pay you back. So just make an amount you can live with, and if they're unhappy about it, then just say, sorry, you know, it's the best I can do. Or, you know, I know some people from the college I went to also are more like, well, I'll put the gas in your car, I'll buy your lunch or whatever, which is understandable, because that way they at least know what's going on. But yeah, the overall point is I just hope maybe Lee makes a comeback, and if not, I hope she can really get the help, the professional help she needs, because I really did want to see her, you know, get her hair license and get more of a career and move to Florida or do whatever it is that would make her happy, because it seems like she was kind of in the same kind of stuck situation. So hope everybody has a great day.